This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
We say good evening now to Mark with the big sports story.
Well, very good evening. Yes, it'll be Amaze Queen's College and defending champs Foundation for the finals of the BCA Under-15 cricket competition. Now on day 2 of semi-final number 1 at Weymouth today, QC registered an innings defeat on Milo Lodge. You may recall that the Lodge were bowled out for 77 in their first innings, and today QC were dismissed for 166. So that was a lead of 89 runs. Mackay Simmons top scored with 57. Now in trying to force a come from behind victory, the Lodge were bowled out in their second innings for just 54. Simmons did well with the ball also, taking 4 for 13 as QC won by an innings and 35 runs. Meanwhile, over at Burr Hall, Foundation defeated Courage and Parry to advance to the final. Yesterday, CP were bowled out in their first innings for 74. And resuming today on 107 for 7 in reply, Foundation were dismissed for 117, a lead of 43. CP in their second innings were able to set a target they could try to defend. We have a report from that first session of play. Foundation resumed on 107 for 7, but only put on 10 more runs for their first inning score. Caleb Jones didn't add to his overnight 5. He was simply dismissed, caught by Kamari Slocum, bowled by Kyron King. 2 deliveries later, Jelani Joseph played across a Yorker, smack dab on his toes. He's gone LBW to King for a duck. And the final wicket would also go the LBW route. Mackay Clark outplaying back in front of the stumps to Kobe Williams. He too gone for a duck. Isaiah Fawkes was left unbeaten on 41 from his overnight 35. Foundation 117 all out for a lead of 43. King took 5 for 22 and Williams 2 for 32. CP opened their second innings with King and Javaldo Holder-Murphy. This is King with a sweetly timed extra cover drive. Kamario Grant could have done better to stop the ball from going into the rope, but his messy magic failed him. King now batting at the other end, facing the pace bowling, and this drive was even sweeter than the first, straight past the bowler for another 4. Holder-Murphy was relatively quiet at the other end until he received a juicy volley on his pads, which was clipped to the fine leg boundary. King now back on strike, and on this occasion, he punches off the back foot through the cover. No sweeper, so once it passes the infield, it's 4 on this quick Burr Hall outfield. Same over, another short delivery, this one pulled square, where the mid-wicket sweeper couldn't get to it quick enough, so 1 more 4. Later, 2 short again from the off-spinner, and King cashes in again. Maybe the extra cover fielder could have done better. Maybe not. There was a little bubble when he tried to stop the ball with his boot. Here, King another straight drive. This one didn't reach the boundary, but the significance was that the first innings deficit was now erased. CP were grateful for any assistance, whether it came from misfieldings or wayward bowling. 4 byes here helped their cause. Another example, but these 4 byes were no fault of the bowler. He deceived Holder-Murphy and his own wicket-keeper. Murphy's luck ran out shortly after that. He meekly chipped a catch to Caleb Jones off of Fawkes to make the score 76 for 1. He made 20 of that productive opening stand. Joshua Morris came in at number 3 and got busy, punching off the back foot through the covers for 4. However, on the stroke of lunch, Morris went for glory, but only found Jones, caught off of Nathan Seeley for 18. At lunch, CP 105 for 2. King at that point was on 53 with 5 fours. And CP eventually declared on 164 for 5, with King carrying his bat for an even undefeated 100, inclusive of 8 fours. Seeley took 3 for 55. Now chasing 122 for victory, Foundation were 42 for 3 at one stage, but got home comfortably in the end on 122 for 4. Kamario Grant top scored with a quick-fire 61 not out off just 38 balls with 7 fours and 2 sixes, while Kobe Williams took 4 for 45 as Foundation won by 6 wickets. So that QC Foundation final will be next week, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday.
Sign up today to catch all the major Cropover events live online on cropover.cbc.bb. We've got you covered. Soca Monarch Finals, $53 or 26 US. Pick of the Crop Finals, $62 or 30 US dollars. And Grand Kadooment, 22 Barbados dollars or 11 US. Don't be left out. Log on now to cropover.cbc.bb and book. CBC taking Cropover to the world.
Barbados lost by a narrow 3-goal margin to Northern Ireland today at the Netball World Cup in Liverpool, England. The matchup was to see who would play for 9th and 10th position in the tournament. The Bajan Gems led after the first quarter 13-12, and the score was locked 23 all at halftime. But Barbados trailed 35-31 after the third quarter and went down 46-43 at the final whistle. With Northern Ireland advancing after those quarter scores, Barbados then, as I said, went down 46-43, and then goal shooter Shanika Wharton, she knocked down 24 from 26 attempts for the Gems, and goal attack Latonia Blackman 19 from 20. While for Northern Ireland, goal shooter Nolene Armstrong netted 19 from 21, and goal attack Emma Magee 22 from 29. We have full match highlights.
You don't want Barbados getting too many further ahead.
Ball is offside, Sim. Wing defence and contact.
But McGee at the moment doing so much hard work, currently shooting 10 of their goals. Make that
11. And contact.
Armstrong needing to stand strong here. And she does to draw it even for Northern Ireland.
Now the opportunity to go one ahead. Nice, settling in their shooting now, Northern Ireland.
This is a very smart play here from Northern Ireland, but then you do have to get it in.
And then you do put your pressure on your
Score
shooter
as well.
to nail it. There you go.
Let's go, Armstrong. Do it for your team. You got to get it in. They got a goal. No. The fight's long.
Look at Dan Ryan's face, Charlie Layton.
He won't be happy with that. Great high ball there. Toe Hanlon over the top to Armstrong. And they are pushing on Northern Ireland in this third quarter. No, oh, great take there. They were either going to shoot or miss. So as a defender, you need to stay in play. That's how simple it is.
Vantage goal obstruction.
Pass or miss, that is. Oof. Unlucky miss there.
Obstruction, wing attack.
What a ball to Armstrong. That is the trust that Dan Ryan is talking about. To be able to put that ball in from the transverse line, up and over Rock... Oh, sorry, for Azor Bruce.
Vantage offside centre.
Oh, rattles around, but they all count. Well, the volume level of the crowd and the Northern Ireland fans, the flags are flapping. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, body's on the line. Dan Ryan has his hands on his head. How could they let that one go? Gosh, I reckon the clock might be on their side though, with only 1:40 to go. They're at 42. Charlie Layton's going wild. And I'm sure Dan Ryan is too.
And in about 45 seconds time, he's on the verge of his second win at this Netball World Cup. And Northern Ireland, in just a few seconds time, are going to get the victory over Barbados. 46-43.
Well, Barbados' final match will be against Scotland, where they'll be playing for positions 11th or 12th. In other results, Australia won the clash of the netball titans by a 1-goal margin, 50-49 over New Zealand to top Group F. So the semi-final lineup is now complete. England will face New Zealand and South Africa will take on the holders, Australia. Barbadian football fans can get ready for a restart of international action as the English Premier League begins in less than a month. One team preparing for the start in a special way are UEFA champions and last year's Premier League runners-up, Liverpool. They're kicking off a pre-season tour that involves the United States.